I was bullied since grade 2. I switched schools at the end of grade 2, so I was bullied pretty much from grade 3 all the way through grade 8. One time my bully, he caught up with me. He stole my sandwich. Oh, here we go. That's me. That was a nice kid. He stole my sandwich, and he peeled off the top piece of bread, and he, you know those big chunky ones that kind of dangle there? In my sandwich, put the top piece of bread on, took it, threw it on top of the school and said, "Hey, loser, fetch." That was nothing. Gym class, I liked gym class, but sometimes the change rooms gave me some trouble because sometimes things that make you a little bit different, well, it can give you trouble. My parents, although well-intentioned, they got me one of those Salt Rock deodorants. Have you seen those? It's kind of like a holistic, kind of natural thing. Anyways, I was teased for it. They play keep away, and I'd be chasing after my Salt Rock. Well, one day my bully got it. He took it, and he dropped it in the toilet. And I had to reach down inside that dirty, stinking, filthy, wet toilet to retrieve my Salt Rock. Well, by this point, I had reached my limit. And one day, I came in from recess, and I hung up my jacket at the back of the room, and my bully came in and said, "Hey, that's my hook. Take off your jacket." And I said, "It's a hook." He said, "That's my hook. Take it off." Well, I don't know where it came from, but I said, "No." And he said, "Well, what? You want to fight about it?" And I said, "Yes, Monday." See, I wasn't a fool. I gave myself the whole weekend to train, and that's exactly what I did. That day after school, I went straight to my friend Dave's house. I said, "Dave, I have a problem. I have a fight on Monday, and I need you to train me." Didn't even believe me at first, but has anyone seen The Karate Kid? It was just like a scene out of The Karate Kid. He literally took me to the park. He blindfolded me. He took a long stick and would hit me, and I had to block it using my sensory perception. I don't even know. He taught me how to punch. He taught me how to kick, and by Monday, I was as ready as I was going to be. But things almost ended before they began because my parents didn't realize I had a fight on Monday, and they booked me a doctor's appointment at 2:30. School ended at 3. That was a problem. So I did something else which I regret. I lied to my parents. I told them I had a baseball practice, which, I'll be honest, was a lie. I didn't make the team in 4 years of trying. But anyways, they believed me. They dropped me off at school, and there's about 30 or 40 kids waiting for me. They couldn't believe it. Scott was going to be in a fight. So we basically walked off school property, this little nearby parkette. All the kids gathered around me and my bully, and I began to do exactly what Dave taught me to do. I began to kick. And I'd kick. And I'd kick. Now, the funniest thing about this whole fight was there was no contact in the entire fight, okay? Nobody touched anybody. He just avoided me for a couple of minutes. The teachers came in, broke things up. All the kids ran away, and I was left standing alone in a field. Now, let me be clear. I am not recommending the way to solve your bullying problem is to pick a fight with your bully. Bad idea, okay? 9 out of 10 times, I would have got my butt kicked. But it's what I learned in that moment. And maybe for the first time, I realized that I wasn't a loser. I saw the illusion. Let me explain using a very real needle and a balloon. Now, I'm not saying that when people hurt you with their words or with their actions, that it doesn't hurt, because it does. What I am saying is that you need to believe about yourself what you know to be true about you. And that is that you are stronger than you think. Those same words may hurt. They might even linger. But they will pass, and you will be left standing strong. Thank you. Now, that's really where my story and all of our stories begin. You know, I spoke to a lot of people, and most have at some point been affected by bullying. But we didn't choose it. We didn't choose for our kids to be bullied, for our students to be bullied, but it happens. So what choice do we have? Well, we could choose to be the victim to circumstances beyond our control. We can choose to be the victim. Or we can choose to be the hero in our own story. We can choose to be the hero. We have that choice. As the quote says, we cannot change the hand we're dealt, just play the cards we have. We can't always change circumstances, and those circumstances are different for everyone. Maybe you have had to face poverty in your life. Maybe there's been scarcity in your life. Maybe there's been some sort of loss or tragedy that you had to overcome. Maybe you were bullied. Or maybe there was some sort of illness that you or a family member had to overcome. Again, none of these things that we choose, but it's what we choose for them to mean in our life. For me, I was bullied. So I created a program called School Heroes Unite. It's a pro-heroism program to combat bullying. Rather than condemning the bullies, we're making heroes. This is a quote that was instrumental in the creation of this program for me, very inspiring, by Mother Teresa. I was once asked why I don't participate in anti-war demonstrations. I said that I never will do that, but as soon as you have a pro-peace rally, I'll be there. There's wisdom in that. We need to choose what it is that we want to focus on, not what we don't want. School Heroes Unite is a pro-heroism program, pro-teamwork program. We focus on solutions, not so much on the problem. So it's all about focus. So this is actually an exercise I learned from Anthony Robbins. So right now he's asking you to close your eyes. Would everyone please close your eyes? Now in a minute, what I'm going to ask you to do is to open your eyes, not yet, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes, look around the auditorium for everything you see that is purple. Open your eyes, look around. Look for everything you can see that's purple. Look at your neighbors, the ceiling, look everywhere. Okay, now close your eyes. Close your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to tell me everything in this auditorium that's yellow. Interesting, huh? You can open your eyes now. You just deleted everything that wasn't what you were focusing on. All you saw was the purple. We had a singular focus. Where else do we do this in our own lives? And if we're going to do it, why not have that singular focus be focused on what it is we want, not what we don't want? Oh, there we go. This is a picture of the very first School Heroes Unite presentation I ever did. And it's a very proud moment. But what I want to tell you about happened 2 weeks prior to this picture. You see, like everyone here at the Hero Roundtable, we see the news, we see all the tragedies happening and anti-this and we don't want that. It's like the media has an insatiable appetite for tragedy. And like you, I could no longer sit on my hands, especially with the vehicle of magic and being able to reach kids. So I decided to create School Heroes Unite. So one afternoon between magic shows, I went to a Starbucks and I sat down and I wrote out the skeleton of what the program is in about 2 hours. The next day I made a bit of a script. And on Monday, I had the audacity to contact a school and say I had this new program, School Heroes Unite. And this was a school that was in an impoverished area of Toronto, and I offered to do it for free, and they were stoked. Now, I thought they'd want it in a couple of months. They wanted me in a couple of weeks. So from the moment of conception to the moment of actualization and presenting School Heroes Unite was 2 weeks. Now, obviously, the program the first time out wasn't perfect, but it doesn't need to be. So many times in life we think, well, once everything's in alignment and everything's perfect and all our ducks in a row, then I'm going to do that great heroic thing. I'm telling you, it's never going to happen. You need to take action. That is the key. Martin Luther King Jr. said, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. You don't need to know exactly where that path is going, so long as you step foot on it. You need to take that first step. As we know here at the Hero Roundtable, heroes are not born. Heroes are created. The Hero Roundtable, this is an incubator for heroes. We are what we do. So what are we going to do? The whole point of School Heroes Unite is we go in and we help the students to create their own plan of action. These are simple, achievable things, everyday things that they can do to be heroes to one another. We have smiling, be a good friend, use your voice, tell somebody, include others, walk away, golden rule. These are all very simple, achievable things. The key is we need to do them. So I'm going to challenge everyone here right now to do at least 2 or 3 heroic acts of kindness. Again, it doesn't need to be big. You don't have to go out and create an entire program or a conference, okay? You can be heroes by doing little things, but I'm challenging you to do at least 2 or 3 every day. If you're with me, raise your hand. Now, keep your hands raised, and I want you to look around the auditorium. This is what it looks like when nearly 1,000 heroes stand up and agree to take action. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is what it is. It's heroes uniting together. Together, we're so much stronger than we are divided. And that is the whole point of School Heroes Unite. That's the point of the Hero Roundtable. But the key is we've learned a lot. Now we need to take action. This is not the end. When this program ends today, this is not the end. This is just the beginning. The pebble has been dropped. And as we leave these auditorium doors, the ripples will begin to spread, first across Flint and then abroad, okay? This is just the beginning. Thank you very much.